edition of Community Spotlight on Channel 1. I'm Adam Forster.
And I'm Karen D. Brown.
Karen D. Brown, how you doing this day?
I am well. I am very well.
Great. You have a good week?
Thus far.
Thus far?
Thus far.
Is that a little bit of King James English coming out?
I really don't like reading King James.
It's
I'm
hard.
an NIV chick. My
Okay.
husband loves King James. But yes, I do like some of the thuses and the thous and the...
So I read something very interesting today. Have you ever heard of the Bible Code?
No.
Oh, it's like, and it's all to do with skipping letters. If you skip every 9 letters in Leviticus, it spells out really interesting words. And
Really?
there's so many words that get spelled out. It's incredible.
Where did you learn? Who has time for that?
Oh, there are people. Yeah, they came up with a Bible Code, which was a program.
See, I'm not those people.
Okay, yeah, me neither, right? I do about 10 words and I'm done. But
It sounds like fun, though.
it is fun. I mean, and the coincidences are extraordinary. It's
Yeah.
just impossible.
Oh.
But it only works with the King James Bible.
I can believe that.
Yeah,
The way it's written, I can believe
I
that.
absolutely can too. So I thought that
I'm
was
going to have
interesting.
to look.
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
I'll find that for you and
Yes.
send it to you. Well, I'm having a great week. It's been a tough week
Yeah, it's
because
been busy.
part of our community spotlight is I've been working on a movie called Jesus Freaks,
Mm-hmm.
and this Saturday is our premiere
Really?
in Washington D.C.
That's cool.
It is awesome, and so many things that happen and have to be happening, just weird things, and it's just. But I can't wait for it to be.
I can't wait
I
to
can't
see
wait.
it.
It's going to be amazing, and it's a great movie.
So you're behind the scenes.
I'm behind the scenes. Yeah,
You're not
my
gonna walk
legs
past
make
the
it.
camera? Okay.
My legs are in it, and
See, if I'm ever behind the scenes, I'm going to be an extra, like walking out the coffee shop or something
there
in the
you
background.
go. Yeah.
I'm going to have to come and just
Well,
walk by.
our technical director, Lottie Brown, she was in the movie. You actually see her face close up a couple times.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's
We
good.
can't wait for it.
Yeah, it was made locally, shot locally, so it was really good.
Nice.
A lot of people helped.
Wow.
So it was
That's
cool.
amazing.
It is, and it took 2 weeks to shoot
Really?
and a year to edit. And do
I can believe that.
There's like 1,000,001 things.
I can believe that just from taking photos, it takes forever.
Yeah.
Photos take a second, edits forever.
Forever.
Till you're
right?
blind and your hands hurt.
Uh-huh. And then the
I
problem
believe
with
it.
editing, like we had a working good version last September,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had to change stuff and change stuff and change stuff.
Well, because once you start looking, you notice the little things. You'd be like, well, why is this way? Why is that? The
Yeah.
clothes is this, the color.
It's
Yeah.
just like a diamond, which needs polishing,
Yeah.
right? And cutting and all that. So you
Yeah.
keep refining, and it looks great.
Yeah.
But every time we make a lot of changes, it has to go back to the sound people in Baltimore.
For them to fix it.
Yeah.
And match it up.
Match it up, get all the levels,
Oh,
all the
you
special
guys would probably
effects.
get on my nerves if I worked in that department.
And they're making good money doing it.
What? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so they don't
Okay,
they don't mind
they're
in
good.
the least.
They're like,
Yeah.
let them find some more errors.
So anyway, so the movie Jesus Freaks comes out this Saturday.
And
you'll be able to-
what is it on?
It's going to be on its own website, JesusFreaksMovie.com.
Nice.
It'll be on Amazon. It'll probably
Okay.
be on YouTube.
Okay.
But great movie. It's sort of it's a drama with a bit of comedy in
Yeah.
it. It's a love story.
It's life.
It's life, and it's got the power of God moving people's lives, changing.
Amen.
And it's, great
Drama
movie.
and that's life.
Drama. Yeah. Life is filled with
If we
drama.
don't laugh at some
right?
of the drama,
Oh my gosh, yes.
oh, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Well, I'll make sure you get to see it.
Yes.
It's
You
cool.
got to share it with everybody out here, too.
Yeah. So if you get a chance, check out JesusFreaks.com.
Yes, Jesus Freaks.
It's funny, and it's weird how. So we thought we'd make the trailer for it because we know the movie backwards and forwards.
After,
But then we had another company make the trailer. I'm
And-
like, wow!
and then you're like, that's our movie?
I know though. It
That's
was
cool.
It was so awesome.
I can't
So,
wait to see it.
Yeah. Anyway,
That's
so,
going to be awesome.
so that's been my week, getting ready for the big event.
Yeah, my week's been busy. My regular, normal, busy. It's been a tough week. This is my son's birthday week, so it's been kind of like, oh, okay, Jesus, get me out of bed. Let me do this. Let me do that. But still pushing forward.
Right. Now, just in case the viewers don't know, it's your son Eddie who passed.
Yes.
You're right. So
Yesterday.
No.
Today's Friday. Wednesday.
Wednesday.
The 18th. Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
So June and August are my push months where I'm like, if you know me, push me. Push me. I said, come on, grace and mercy.
Right.
He got me.
He does.
He does. He does.
That has been the greatest revelation of my mature life.
That's the word right there, mature. Because this is the first year I finally was able to say, thank you for the time spent with him.
Yeah.
Opposed to why so early.
Yeah.
I'm maturing in him and also to keep my sanity. God's like, come on, girl. Come on. You know, it's tough. It's tough. And I would never minimize the toughness.
No.
But, you know, you just literally have to pray and say, okay, get me up, get me out, and allow me to do the works you prepared for me to do.
Because you're still here.
Yeah.
And there's so much to be done.
Yeah.
Right? And
Too much.
Too much. You're right. What
Too much. Be careful what you ask for. Be careful.
All right. So we'll jump into today's
Yes.
show. And the first one, so last week we started off talking about those little spotted buggy things, whatever they're called again. And I found another insect story.
Is it the ticks? Ticks are bad in Virginia this year.
They are. So
why? Is it the rain or like?
I don't think it was it a cold winter? Because normally a cold winter is bad for them. But
I don't know. It's inside.
I know, right?
I think it was colder than it has been.
Yeah.
I think it was.
But anyway, so they're little, and anyway.
I haven't seen as many as those little spotted ones this year, like last year. Because last year they were all around my back porch, but this year they're not.
Okay, I've seen more this year for me than I live in town, so it's taking a little while to get in.
I'm in town. Well, you're outside more than me.
Well, anyway,
they're out there.
They're out there. But here's our other bug story, and this is from the Farm Bureau, right? Fire ants continue march across Virginia.
Really?
So, the Virginia Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services recently announced that Virginia's imported fire ant quarantine has expanded, now covers 18 counties and 15 cities.
Really?
So I have a real problem with that word imported. I mean, did we import them on purpose, or did
they probably came in on fruit and different things,
or
and plants and the dirt of plants and all that.
Yeah, and then that's part of the quarantine that they have, right? So,
and you know, it makes me wonder if United States is as strict with what comes in. You ever watch Border Control?
Yeah.
And it's like, they are like, that has a root on it, you can't bring it in. That has this on it, and they're throwing it away. So I wonder if we're as strict.
So we have so much coming into this country every day, millions and millions
from
of those.
Multiple different strings.
And apparently Asia is a very good source for all our infestation. So we're sort of losing the battle. Remember the snakehead fish when that came over and the thing which could walk a little bit?
Yeah.
And then, you know, we have all this other stuff.
Yeah, I think we're losing a battle.
So
it's too much.
It is. So fire ants have been here since 1989, which I don't think is that long ago, personally.
They was here before me.
Yeah. I mean, I graduated high school before then, right? So I think that wasn't that long ago.
I did
right?
too.
So they prefer warm. This is the little red ones, right? They prefer warmer climates, and they can be found throughout the southeast and south central Virginia. And then, sadly, there's a new hybridized species where they've been interbreeding between the red and the black ants. So then now more cold tolerant.
Wow.
Yeah, right. It's like these mutations.
So we're gonna see. Are they like brownish now? Red and black. I mean, are they like brownish?
Well, we'll have to catch you some.
No,
and let them bite. Yeah, yeah. Check this out.
No, thank you.
So they damage crops, agricultural equipment. They build ant hills about a foot high.
Yes, you gotta be very careful too, especially children, because you don't realize what it is till after you step on it, and then they're all over your feet. I went one time. Me and my sister went to North Carolina probably a year or two. I used to get my sweet potatoes from there. When I do the pies. And I was so fascinated with the guy's yard where we went to pick up the potatoes from. He had antique cars in the garages, like beautiful land, and I'm like taking pictures, and I'm excited, right? Like I was in a museum somewhere. And you know my sister. She's like, can you just put the potatoes in the truck and let's go? And while she's standing there, she stepped on the ant pile. They were all, so who's she mad at? Me. She's mad at me, not the ants. I'm like, one more picture. And here I am. You should have had boots on. I had boots on. She didn't have boots. Well, it's dangerous. But you got to be very careful with children.
Yeah, you can't have an allergic reaction to it and swell up.
Right. Well, especially now we don't even know what color they're going to be.
Right. And so, the Department of Agriculture is saying to help prevent human-assisted spread, they've regulated articles and prohibited moving them out of the quarantine areas and things like life stage of the imported fire. Why you would have an ant on you anyway? Soil, except soil shipped in original containers, plants with roots and soil attached. Grass, sod, use soil-moving farm equipment, hay and straw that's stored in direct contact with the ground.
Yes.
Beehives.
Really?
And logs and pulpwood. So.
And a lot of people have a lot of logs who got fireplaces.
Yeah.
They have all that stuff. So you could grab a couple logs and take it in the house and don't even realize it.
So anyway, we got that's another great thing to look forward to.
Okay, great. Don't bring anything inside.
Yeah.
Just leave everything outside.
And don't take, when you go camping, they tell you can't bring wood from your home area with you. You have to buy firewood localized, so you're paying $10 for like 6 pieces of wood.
Well, you should.
You should.
You should.
You should. Yeah.
We could have a whole show about what you should do.
that could be a weekly show.
You should, yes.
Right? Yeah, you should. All right. So here's a lineup of community events that we have starting today, June 20th. Nice. And in Culpeper County, we have Sip and Learn with Bill Henry.
What are we learning?
I don't know. It's at the Heritage. It's a Revelation Vineyard, which is on Hebron Valley Road. Now.
We're learning about the Revelation?
It could be, right?
But no, that's Revelation Vineyards.
It is Revelation
Well, Sip and Learn. Maybe you think of the topic or you bring somebody in to teach while you're sipping and learning.
Yeah.
Depending on your group.
I love listening to really interesting people who really know their stuff.
I try to be so nice. I love listening to people that really know their stuff too, as long as they don't talk in a monotone.
Okay.
Because once I get lost, even if the information is good, I'm just.
So you like them to be a little dramatic, right? So their voice goes up and down, and they're animated, and they're interesting, right?
I wouldn't say dramatic, but interesting.
Yeah.
Because you could have somebody tell you something that is so good, and you're excited about the words, but it's just how they say it.
Oh, like all my history and geography books. I love history, but
I love history.
But textbooks is like, how can we make something interesting and take all the fun and joy out of it so it becomes painful and boring? Yeah.
Yes, that right there. Right there.
Fauquier County Adventurous Scavenger Hunt.
Another scavenger
hunt.
Who
knew that these things went on? Apparently they go on all the time. Now,
I love it.
Lottie, our technical director, she did some research and she found out there's an app for this.
Oh, so you could just do it and tap in and all that stuff.
So you travel around and you've got an app. Yeah. One thing they should put on the
I think that's good. What's the prize?
I don't know. I mean, winning.
Winning what?
Winning.
I don't want to just win and be like scavenger of the year. I want to. What's the prize?
$100,000.
I doubt it. That would be cool, though.
That would be cool.
That would be hard.
I was thinking one thing they should put on there that nobody will find anymore. Yellow pages. When was the last time you saw Yellow pages?
I may have some at home. I love old stuff.
Okay. That's old.
Let me tell you, on my desk at church, I actually have an old phone. I ordered an old phone. So when I make calls, I pick it up with the handle and I push button dial. The only thing frustrating though, like if I accidentally dial like the 4th number wrong, I can't backspace. I gotta hang up and dial over. I love everything old. So I think we should never get rid of your last phone book that you have and never get rid. I love old stuff.
I couldn't agree more. Well, you live in the right area for it. There's a lot of old stuff around here.
It is.
Which is great. Sunset DJ Series Kickoff, Solstice Edition. Oh, that reminds me. So, 21st, 22nd is the summer solstice.
Okay.
Longest day of the year.
Why is how?
Because it's when the sun is the highest in the sky and we've got the most daylight.
Oh, longest day. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And that's today?
That's tomorrow, the 21st, 22nd.
Oh, weekend. Nice.
So, this is kind of a shame because now it's all downhill. It's getting a little darker every day.
See, that doesn't bother me. I am not a summer person.
Okay.
So I'm fine. I like days that are shorter. I do. I'm just that type of person. Yeah, I grew up in the north. I like winter. So that's me.
Okay. I don't like Virginia summers.
Virginia has the shortest seasons, period.
Well,
You never know what season you're in. I'm like, when is the first day of summer? When's winter? Because the minute you think it's what it's supposed to be, you got to put the coat back in the closet and pull out a t-shirt.
I dislike September. Because September to me says fall, right? School's back in.
It's supposed to.
It's supposed to, and it just
Then it's
stays
95
hot.
degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So, anyway.
Virginia. It's
But anyway.
Well, we're not going to just say Virginia because I'm sure it's a lot of other places that
sure.
are similar. But here, we don't know what season it is.
Right.
Where are we in that? Is it summer yet or no? No. The 21st, 22nd?
22nd is the first day of summer, right?
I think
Right?
it's around there.
But we've had an awesome June. I have loved this June. We've had so much rain. March
Yeah.
was hot. Was it April, which was hot? April was hot and
April
dry.
was hot.
And dry. And I was worried we were going to continue back
Yeah,
into that
because
drought.
Easter was hotter than it normally is.
Yeah. And I thought we were just going to have a long, hot, dry summer. But it's been great so far.
But it's been great for him.
It's been great for me. All right. So we have Professional Development Book Club.
Woohoo! You know, I
Time
like that.
to be disclosed. Location to be disclosed.
So we'll let you know when we know.
Or you could go online and look it up, right? Yeah.
When is it?
I love people who wing it. Like, oh, let's have a meeting about the professional. It's not very professional in a way, right?
No.
No.
Because
right.
why announce it?
Yeah. Anyway, so this is what
I can see if you put that up there and put a date. Because then I can save the date.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Live music at Old Busted Brewing Company. Time to be disclosed. So they haven't figured that out either, right? But they got the location.
But not the date.
But not the date.
You know how important it is to know a date because calendars fill up so fast.
They do.
Oh, well.
All right. But that is actually
Oh, wait a minute. Unless it's on the 20th or the 21st.
It's on the 20th. So
The
it's
20th,
Friday the
okay.
20th. But time has not yet been decided.
Well, where it is probably going to be like 6.
Yeah, 6 to 10.
After work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in Orange County on Saturday, June 21st, we have the Farmers Market.
Oh, they
8
got
to 2
good
p.m.
hours.
They do, 2 p.m.
Yes.
That's great.
That's good.
Because Culpeper ends at noon.
Yeah, I think so. That's good hours, 2 o'clock.
I like that. But, you know, at the end of by noon, it's sort of fading out. You have the Farmers Market people are sort of like a morning crowd.
Oh, they're 5 o'clock a.m.
Yeah,
people.
Yeah.
They're getting
And by the
eggs.
time I've remembered the Farmers Market, it's about 1:30.
Oh, you know when I remember? When I ride past it. And they're
Ah.
packing up.
That's about,
Oh, that's right. There's a farmer's market there. That's when I remember.
Lake Light Gala at Lake Anna.
Lake Anna, nice.
Yeah, so that's 7 o'clock, Tavern on the Rail
Beautiful.
Event Barn. Tavern on the Rail Event Barn. Never heard of that before. So
That's probably going to be really pretty.
very much so, yeah. Fauquier County Historic Main Street Walking Tour. It's cool. That Main Street that Fauquier has is
Very
very
nice.
cool. And they used to shut it down
Yeah.
every Friday at Christmas time.
Yeah,
That
beautiful.
was really cool.
I think a lot of the little towns, their main area,
Yeah.
is beautiful. I mean, that's where most of the money goes to. So
Yeah.
the upkeep and the stores and the shop, and it's beautiful, especially Christmas time, like you said. When they decorate, it looks like a Hallmark movie.
It does. It really
Because you know
does.
every Hallmark movie is. I'm working in the city,
Uh-huh.
but then my mama got sick, or I lost my job because I'm arguing with someone, or I was dating the boss, so he fired me. So I got to go home so I can figure out my life. But while I'm home, I'm fixing every single issue I couldn't deal with when I was a teenager. That's every movie.
It is. Somebody made a Matrix, right?
Every movie.
And he gave the situation for the girl, situation for the guy, and then it's like
and then they fall back in love with their high school sweetheart.
yeah,
It-
it's
every movie.
and people love
They love love.
They love love and they love consistency.
It-
You know, you're gonna get the same story told a million different
Same
ways.
story.
Sort of like the '60s, the movies in the '60s. They made the same movie multiple different ways. There's a couple
They changed
John
the
Wayne
character.
movies, right? There's like Rio Bravo and Rio Grande, right? They're the same movie with different co-stars.
Yep.
It's still John Wayne, same exact plot, with,
Same.
but different people, except for John. All right, Sunday, June 22nd, Culpeper
Yes.
County, amazing
The
scavenger
scavenger
hunt.
hunt.
All right, and that's at 114 North
Cunning
Main
Caper
Street.
Hunt. It's self-guided.
And
Check start times.
So,
Oh, nice.
okay, now this is interesting. There's a ghost tour, which is on Caroline Street in Fredericksburg. So AI gets its geography wrong, which is interesting, right? They tell you it's
Yes.
orange, but it's not.
But it's
So
not.
It's in Fredericksburg. I'm not into the paranormal stuff.
Me neither.
I did think a long time ago at the Armory where the grassroots restaurant is, where they have the old jail. They had a paranormal team come in and they were doing
Check it out.
And it's weird because I didn't see anything paranormal.
Right.
But one of the guys in the tour, I watched get possessed by a jerk demon.
Really?
It was his personality changed like that, and he became a real jerk.
I don't want to be around that.
No, I
I don't want to be a part of the exorcism and all that. I don't. That's not me.
No, it's not.
Send me where the angels are.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah, that's not for me.
That's not my vibe. Nope.
Fauquier County, the John S. Mosby Walking Tour. That's 1 o'clock. Fauquier Museum of
So
History.
I love that we're still walking.
Yeah. Although it's going to be hot this weekend.
It's summer.
It is summer, but I would do that in the morning, but that's just me.
You're going to do it the time they tell you to do
it. Maybe I'll watch it
You'll be walking by yourself, right?
Yeah. Monday, June 23rd, Orange County Planning Commission regular meeting. Do you remember last week was it Orange or Madison? They had their the town council meeting on a Sunday afternoon. So at least they've moved it to a better time. Tuesday, June 24th, Culpeper County PMP Live Instruction Led Certification Training Boot Camp. And that's 9 o'clock. What does PMP stand for? I had to look this up. It's Project Management Professional.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a course you can learn how to manage projects. So if you're like an office manager or project manager, you can get certified in project management.
I wonder what it's 9 to what?
And specific venue not listed. Check registration details. So I don't know. They just tell us 9 o'clock starting time. All right.
Until you pass the test.
Yeah, right? Culpeper has its historic Main Street walking tour.
Here we go with the jail.
But this is Fauquier History Museum at the old jail. So again, AI struggles to tell the difference between counties. So if you're a student and you're using ChatGPT or one of the myriad of other AI, you better check your homework because it will mislead you. All right, Fauquier County Weekly Trivia Night. How fun would that be?
Nice.
Yeah. And it's
to be determined.
Right? So we don't know what time. And it's going to be the old Busted Brewing Company in Vint Hill.
Trivia is always fun.
It is.
It is always fun.
Especially
when you're with fun people.
Right.
Because if you can't laugh at yourself, you shouldn't play trivia.
And you want to be with people who know stuff.
Especially on your team. Okay, do not be on my team if you don't know how to play spades.
Right.
Backgammon, chess. I need you to know how to play old school games and watch old movies before we can be on trivia together.
I love spades. I love hearts.
I never cared for hearts. I love spades. I love chess.
Chess.
I love chess. My father and my uncles taught us when we were little. I have a beautiful chessboard. I don't let the kids touch it. They got to play with the fake little plastic one. But I do.
I love backgammon too.
See, I like backgammon, but I'd rather play AC-Deucey. Do you play AC-Deucey with your backgammon game?
No.
I'll teach you.
Okay. Project Learning Trees, Southern Forest and Climate Change, and again, location to be determined. But that's
probably going to be interesting.
Yeah, I think so. And I did a long time ago. We shot an awesome show, and it was the old growth forest down at Montpelier.
Okay.
They have a walking tour through the woods, and they have some very old trees down there. And we had like a park ranger give us a tour, and it was neat.
Are you a tree hugger?
I
used
love
to work
trees.
with somebody who's a tree hugger and want to fill the ground with her feet and all that stuff. I'm not a tree hugger. I would do something like that, but I don't want to do it for a long time. Show me the first 2 trees and I'm good.
Have you been to the redwood forests?
No.
Oh, they're amazing.
Now that's probably beautiful because they're tall
it's majestic.
Yeah.
That's very
that I might like.
Okay. Thursday, June 26th, Orange County Music in the Park featuring South Canal Street.
I love it. Music in the park to me is always nice, and it reminds me of like New York and the different cities. You just go throw your little blanket down. You just relax.
I do love that.
Just relax.
And that's at Taylor Park in Orange, 6 to 9 p.m. Fauquier County, Thursday night trivia, 7 to 9 p.m. at the Old Bus. Hey, they got the time worked out for this one.
7 to 9.
Yeah, at the Old Busted Brewing Company in Vent Hill. Rappahannock has their Project Learning Tree,
Nice.
Explore Your Environment.
Nice.
It's great when they get people to actually learn about. So my mother is incredibly curious about everything.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably the most curious person I've ever met.
That's awesome.
It is amazing,
That's
right?
awesome.
So everywhere she goes, she's asking people, "What's that tree? What's this house?"
I
here?"
love it.
Right? So she
So
always,
she's like me. She's nice nosy.
yes.
I love it.
Right.
Be nice nosy. You learn a lot.
She meets more people in a day than I do in a month.
And that keeps your mind
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. So she's always trying to learn about her environment that she's in.
Well, and you should, especially if you're new to the environment and not from there.
Yeah.
Just be careful who you ask. Okay. Aaron.
All right, so Friday, June 27th, we have the Project Management Techniques training course, and that's at 9 a.m. at Regus in Culpeper. Now, Regus is some kind of like rent an office kind of a place.
Okay.
So you can tell
Is that on Davis?
They didn't give me the location. I went online and I didn't see a location for that, but they do have Project Management Techniques.
Nice.
All right, Fauquier County, a tour of the garden gallery at the Oak Spring Garden.
That's probably really nice. I would like that.
You know, there's a hotel, very famous resort hotel in Fauquier County, just outside Warrenton, and they have beautiful gardens.
Yeah, that's probably pretty.
It is, yeah.
I mean, that's nice for get a couple girlfriends, friends, or somebody, go have brunch or whatever after.
Yeah.
Just have a nice, relaxing day.
Yeah. And that starts at 9 a.m., so it'll be nice and cool at the beginning of that. Coffee and Commerce, time to be decided and location to be determined. So, interesting.
I think they usually post that really good when they do have everything figured out.
Yeah.
I've seen that on social media. So
But
that's good.
we're
Coffee
talking-
and Commerce.
We're talking at least 9-10 days out. So, and then June 20th, Culpeper County Music in the Park, Brisk Band, and at 5 o'clock it's Hoover Ridge Park. This park is actually in Madison.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's not Culpeper.
I'm looking at Hoover Ridge. Where's that?
Yeah.
So no. All right. So again, that's AI. They have their little geography challenge. Party with Alpacas, Goats and Pigs, and this is that place with the claim is in Madison, but it's on Griffin, just beyond Griffensburg Road on Sperryville Pike. And I am going to go there one day because I want to party with the alpacas.
And take pictures and show me.
I would do that.
Because I don't want to go with you.
Speaking of taking pictures, Lottie went to whilst everyone else is out doing their political stuff last weekend, she went to the Renaissance Fair.
Really?
Yeah, and of course she gets dressed up because she's in.
Yes.
Right? So I'm going to drop in some pictures of her, or
Nice.
pictures she took from Renaissance
Oh, I
Fair.
love it.
Yeah. Madison County, Music in the Park, that's at Brisk Band, Hoover Ridge Park.
Nice.
That's in Madison.
It looks like whenever one town see what somebody's doing and it's working, hey, let's try it too.
Yeah.
Because we got all these scavenger hunts, we got all these park things. I love it because it's giving you something to do outside. Take the electronics out of the children's hands and
leave the phones at home.
the video games out of your husband's hands and go outside. I love it.
Okay, and then we also have Paint from Your Soul. Do you paint? Yeah, I'm sure you can.
I will. And remember, like I told you before, I will love anything I do. No matter what it looks like.
That's what makes you so awesome. You know, you're like,
hey.
All right, Selma Candle Making Workshop at Random Row.
I would do that. I love that.
Random Row Brewing. We talked about that last time.
Yep.
Okay, Orange County Farmers Market, 8 a.m. and this is a week from Saturday.
To 2. I love the 2 o'clock.
Yeah, Rappahannock. Okay, Fallsmith Beach cleanup.
That's not here.
No, I'm thinking it's like Rappahannock doesn't have a beach, so this is in Fredericksburg.
Fredericksburg.
Right? But it's great when remember the last time we talked about the cleanup crew, the people were all meeting in Yow Meadow Park to clean up.
Yes.
I love when communities get out there and clean up.
Well, that's something you don't hear about a lot. Back when we were younger, you heard a lot about that.
Yeah.
Cleaning up and everybody get the bags and got the little pitchfork things, whatever. What's them stick things called?
Grabbers?
Not a pitchfork. No, I got the little nail on the bottom and you just.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But you don't. It's good to see that coming back because you don't see that anymore.
Yeah. Rappahannock Conservation Nursery is having a nursery volunteer day. and it's Culpeper address, but under Rappahannock operation. So it's at the Rappahannock Conservation Nursery. I have no idea where that is.
Me neither.
Explore your Robertson River, and that's in Sperryville. Rappahannock has got beautiful countryside.
Beautiful.
And then lastly, okay, this is Madison County,
Lastly.
Sunday, June 29th, Metaphysical Market at the winery, Mountain Run Winery. No, Mountain Run Winery's in Culpeper, not Madison. Okay,
So what is a metaphysical market?
Metaphysical mean ultimate physical reality. So it's going to be, the psychic stuff.
Don't drink too much while you guys are talking about it and playing with your little toys. Be careful.
Anyway.
Meta. Well, I mean, if you look at everything around us, because we have some beautiful vineyards, so there's a lot going on at the vineyards.
Yeah.
We have beautiful parks. There's a lot going on at the parks. Bring your blankets, your good snacks and everything. You want to do your little scavenger hunts, do that. I think somebody should put the rocks back out. That was pretty cool.
That was cool.
Do the scavenger hunts. I mean, there's a lot of good things happening, because sometimes we say, oh, there's nothing to do. We need to Google it.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much to do, but that's why we do the show, because I hate reading about it after the fact.
Yeah. Or you see a flyer after the fact.
Yeah,
somebody posts beautiful pictures. You say, that's right around the corner from me. I wish I know.
Exactly.
No, yeah. Look it up.
So cool. Well, this brings us to the end of this episode of Community Spotlight, Karen. What are you looking forward to this weekend?
I'm finishing some book projects for a client, so I'm not really looking forward to too much.
Okay. Well,
and grandkids running around in between.
Well, how cool is that?
Yes.
That's awesome.
What are you looking forward to?
Getting the movie premiere done.
Yes, I love that.
And we've got a lot of the stars are coming in. 2 of them are coming in from Alaska.
Nice.
Isn't it cool? They just graduated college, and they went to Alaska for the summer. I'm like, I wish I'd done that.
Yeah.
I went to a bar instead.
I'll go to Alaska. I don't want to go when it turns dark for that period.
Oh, no. So Alaska right now, they're in the long, 18-hour days.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
Cool. That's good. That's fun. And then, of course, church on Sunday.
Of course.
Yes. Well, you have a good weekend.
Well, thank you. And we hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, too. And if you have any events coming up, or you went to someplace cool and you want to share pictures of it, please do.
Let us know.
Yeah. Until next time, God bless.